Yes, good evening, everyone. I hope you are able to hear me and you are able to watch my screen. Okay. So yesterday we have completed demo one. This is going to be our second demo. Let me just go for quickly recap what we have discussed yesterday class. Okay. And we talked about yesterday what is cloud, what are different cloud companies are available in the market. Okay. And what is Oracle Cloud? Like when we say that AWS, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, Oracle Cloud. So what is Oracle Cloud? What are different products and tools we have, like Oracle Database, Oracle EBS ERP, then NetSuite ERP also is there for small scale sector, and Fusion Applications ERP, some integration tools, page development tools, and other tools we have, right? So these all are available, and we are learning the tool called Oracle Fusion Applications ERP. It is a cloud-based ERP software. Okay. So earlier we were having on-premises ERPs from Oracle. On-premises means client used to buy the software. They used to download that software and install in their server and configure that ERP software according to their requirement. But now what cloud companies are telling, you don't need to worry about the installations, maintenance, and everything. We take care of that. And our cloud is having high-end servers. In that servers, these tools and products are already installed. Just you go ahead for pay the subscription fees and go ahead with implementation and start using. So it will save a lot of time, and it will be used for maintenance is easy and less cost. These are advantages with the cloud, high security, everything. Okay. So what are different domains we see in the ERP applications? When we talk about ERP applications, we see any ERP. We see that finance, supply chain, HR, CRM, PPM, different domains. Different ERP companies. Whenever we say there is a product in the software, not only in software, in any sector, there is some product or there is some service, means definitely there will be competitors. Let's say insurance companies are there. ICICI Bank insurance is there. HDFC also give insurance. Aditya Birla also give the insurance. Apollo also give the insurance. General Health Insurance. Hundreds of companies are there. Same way, when you say ERP software in the IT industry, definitely there are competitors. Always competitors will be there everywhere. So who are the competitors for your Fusion Applications ERP software? SAP is one of the major competitor. Salesforce, Workday, and Dynamics. But these three are small companies compared to SAP and Oracle in ERPs. It's a vast application. SAP also has got good feedback from the customers. Oracle has got vast cloud and other AI enabled and everything. They got it here now. So okay, we are learning Oracle Fusion Applications ERP software. That's fine. What jobs are there? Jobs. One is functional, another one is technical. Functional and technical. So people who are interested coding side, people who are interested to write the code SQL, and a lot of opportunities we will find, and we will find multiple roles also here. Okay, so we are going to learn technical. This particular course is purely technical. So what are the prerequisites for this course? Basic SQL. If you are good in basic SQL, I will make you strong in SQL. Don't worry. Real-time SQL, I will take care of it. But basic SQL, you should be clear. Okay. And how the AI impact in the ERP applications? That's what we discussed yesterday. Okay, and we also discussed the process of the training and placements from RDL point of view, how we deal with the trainings and placements. As I said, everything happened through online. Even though we have the offices in Amirpet and Tech City, but still we do every operations through online. And there will be a training as well. As I said, you are not applying for the job and you are not attending for the interviews means there is no meaning. For that, whatever the expense you got, you spend some time, you spend some money, but still you are not prepared the resume, You are not uploaded. You are not attending the interviews. Either you or someone else has to attend for the interview on behalf. We don't encourage, but still, end of the day, the trials are very important, right? That we will help you everywhere. It's not like, okay, the training is done, course material is done. It's not like that. We'll be helping you. Keep on that. As soon as the task is completed, we'll be giving you the assignments. Let's start doing the assignment. Any issues you are facing in the assignment, post it in WhatsApp group so that I'll be giving you the reply. And as I said, we have excellent lab coordinators, two people, Mr. Sridhar and Sujit. Both are going to assist you. Make sure that you reach the assignment successfully. Right. So that's what yesterday we discussed. Any doubts on that yesterday before I start with second demo? Please ask.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, after completion of this course, how strong we can consider ourselves to apply for the job?
If you are perfect, whatever I am teaching, if you are perfect theoretically and practically, whatever I am teaching, you are equal to 5 to 6 years of experience to apply in India as Fusion Technical with OIC. And of course, AI also. But in AI, we cannot claim the experience. We can just claim the knowledge only, because no AI projects are running now. But people are asking, what is AI? Do you know how to find the agents? Do you know how to create agents? Do you know how to test the agents? These questions obviously they will be rising, that we are going to learn.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. One more question, sir. In this, we can, as a technical consultant, we are going to develop workflow as well here.
Workflow approvals will be doing, but we are not going to develop it.
I mean, as a consultant, there will be task or assignments to develop the custom workflows or not?
Workflow tool is not there in Fusion applications. Here entirely approval is different. Maybe you are from EBS background, you might have seen workflow tool. You
Yes,
might have
sir. Yes,
seen
sir.
workflow tool, right? Item type,
Yes,
item key, processes,
yes,
notifications. Now that concept is not there. That is entirely here different concept. That is what we call it as workflow BPM, business process management. We will be discussing that approvals here.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello, sir. I have one doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, can a experienced person, like I have experience in EBS, so
Yeah.
can I take this course?
Yeah, you are 100% suitable. People who are from PLC call Oracle background, people from PeopleSoft, people from D2K developers, people from EBS technical. It's mandatory. We must migrate our skill to Fusion Technical with OIC and AI agent. People are from the functional who is already working in functional area. Maybe you are working in Fusion last 5 years, 4 years. You are senior consultant. Your package is 30 lakhs, 25 lakhs. Always we should learn the technical and also keep this as techno functional. It's mandatory to save job security. We know that right now in the AI mode, always if we want to be in the market, we should be very clear both, right? When we are going forward senior level, like 25 LPA crossed means definitely we should be clear both technical and functional, so that our place will be secured in the project or in the company.
Yeah, okay, so sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
In addition to the same question, sir, one more question.
Yeah.
I have 15 years of experience in IT.
Yeah.
So can I mention 6+ years of after this course?
Yeah, that's what we are putting, 6 years, and we are applying minimum 18 to 25. Minimum 18 LPA, max 25 LPA.
So I'm taking almost 23.
Now 23 is okay. We can go ahead with 23 to 25.
No, currently I'm taking 23. So can I expect?
That's what I'm telling. We can go up to 23 to 25 lakhs.
Okay.
Yeah. And guys, today I'm going to enter into the today demo 2, complete practical. Okay. So what we are going to learn today, we are going to see how the Fusion applications looks like. Fusion applications environment. Okay. And we are going to discuss how to create implementation user, how to create our own implementation user, how to add implementation roles, thing but indirectly admin, sysadmin roles. Okay. Then I'm going to take one assignment today that is related for Fusion Technical. Tomorrow, I will take one assignment related for OIC. OIC, one assignment will do it in Oracle Integration Cloud. We will develop one integration. Okay. And also we'll talk about AI Agent Studio. What is the studio? What are all the different topics we are going to discuss about AI Agent Studio? Okay. That's the plan. So tomorrow. So today, the assignment is what client is asking, hire one employee, okay. After hiring the employee, provide.
So, sorry, tomorrow demo 3, yeah, for OIC.
Yes, demo 3.
Thank you, sir.
Be there tomorrow. So provide access to the employee to create supplier. Client is asking, provide the permission to that employee saying that create supplier and provide application access. Provide application access. Okay. After that, is asking create supplier address and sites. Create the site and create contact details of the supplier. Then write simple query, get these details. To get details, simple query. So that's an assignment. Okay. So first we are going to see the application environment. You don't need to install Fusion applications software in your laptop. As I said, everything is cloud. You just need to have a good internet connection. If you have a good internet connection, that's fine. If your internet connection is stable, then you have to enter the URL. You have to enter the URL, then enter username and password. Okay. You have to go with username and password and then go for start doing all your technical setups, functional setups, and start doing the testing. Your application testing also, you can do that here. It is. Okay. So once we log into the applications here, this is our Fusion applications environment. So you have to enter the URL and you work for Fusion in the real time also. Same. No
Excuse
change.
me, can you make it, please make it a full screen?
Yeah.
Please?
So initially I'm telling about URL, right? I kept like this.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
When you are working in the real time also, you will find the same look and feel and everything. No change at all. Just logo name will be different. We also discussed that how to change the logo name when we are discussing about the personalizations and Redwood personalizations. Okay. Yeah. So when we log into the Fusion applications, there will be two menus. Right side user menu will be there. Here we will be doing all our functional setups as well as technical setups also. Here, setup and maintenance. And left side we'll see navigator menu. This is for testing or perform the transactions. This menu is used by the client. Client means client employees. So once you implement this software for your client, who will use this software? The client employees, their cashiers, their clerk, their supervisors, their recruiters, their HR managers, their buyers, their suppliers. So all this, they'll come to the office every day. As per their business, they will be performing. You might have seen everywhere, right? You go to Apollo Pharmacy, or you go to medical store, or you go to any hotel. There will be people who are sitting in front of the computer and start entering the data. You go for any lodge, or you go for any, hospitals or any supermarket. Everywhere they will be performing this, right? That's what end users, we call them as business user or end user. Okay. So After configuration of this, both functional configuration, technical configuration, then who will use this software? Client, employees. Okay, they will be using this navigator menu maximum they will be using that. Okay, so this is the environment, the Fusion applications. What is our first test? I would like to have my own username and password. I wanted to have my own username and password, and also I want to have the admin roles, indirectly implementation roles. If you have access to the implementation roles, then you will be able to perform all your functional setups as well as technical development. Okay, so how to do that? Simple. Go to navigator, tools menu, security console. Security console is the environment where we do two setups. One is user management, another one is role management. Go to this tab, users. Go to this tab, users. Here we do the user management. What is meant by management? Create, update, delete, enable, disable. This all comes under the management. So if you want to create new user, you want to modify existing user, you want to activate or deactivate, this all will do from user management here. Same thing from roles. From roles, we do this activity. If at all you wanted to create the new roles, and very important topic, we also call it as a security. How to create a role, how to customize the role, how to assign the roles and data access to the users. When you are working in support projects, client will tell us one employee is able to see the purchase orders, another employee is not able to see the purchase orders. What could be the reason? Same roles are assigned. Another employee is able to see the purchase order, but he is not able to modify. He is able to search the PO, but he is not able to modify. Same role is assigned. Some privileges are missing. Like this type of issues will be coming. That's what we call it as a security. Support tickets will be raised. So we should be very strong. We should be very clear how to do all this. We'll be discussing. It's part of technical. Okay. So right now, what is the task? I want to create a new user. Go to the tab here, users tab, add user account. Add user account. Here we enter the username, first name, last name, email ID, phone number, username for login, password, confirm the password. That's all. I'm giving username as Ravi Shankar. First name is Ravi, second name is Shankar. I'm just giving the username as just Ravi, simple. Enter the password. Re-enter the password here. And add the roles. Without roles, user cannot do any activities. You must provide the roles. I'm just adding two roles. One is IT security manager. This is for security console environment. Another one is application implementation consultant. Application implementation consultant. So two roles. We call these two roles. Roles are implementation roles. Very important. When you join in the project, for example, your project is already started, and your manager has given the credentials to you. Credentials means server access. Okay. So your client is asking, or your manager is asking, can you start development of the report? Or can you start modifying the report? That's what it is. So that time what we will do is, we'll try to check whether we have the permission or not. How will you check the permission? By using this role. By using these roles. These two roles are required. We call it as implementation roles, or we also call it as admin roles. We also call it as admin roles here. Admin roles here. So implementation roles are added here. Save and close. Now, Mr. Ravi is one of the implementation user, and he is having the access to the implementation rules. Failed to create user Ravi. Maybe already exists username. Let me go with 123 Ravi 123. Is it? Button is disabled. What happened? Let me search. No, looks like the user account is not created. Let me do that again. Ravi Shankar. Just going to have username as Ravi123. Password. Confirm the password. Roles, two implementation roles we are going to add. ID Security Manager. Application Implementation Consultant role.
Do these roles belong to standard functionality?
Yes, yes. So,
Okay.
for example, we are working with procurement module. We got around 5 to 6 roles in procurement module. We should be very clear what are those roles and what exactly it will do. Okay, so that role will be helpful for the functionality. Which functionality this that we should be clear. For every module, there will be a 5 to 6 roles. So that we have to be very clear.
Okay, so these two rules belong to finance or SEM?
No, this is admin roles. This is
Okay.
not belongs to any specific module. It's a common. It's common. We required every developer, both functional as well as technical.
Okay, thank
So indirectly, we can call it as admin roles.
you. Okay.
Now click done button. I'm just going to log in with this user. So we have seen how to create a user and how to add roles to the user. Now we are going to see how to log in. Just log out from here. Ravi123 and password. This is how we will go ahead with creation of username and password. We have done these setups. Now what client is asking, you hire one employee, okay? You hire one employee. Obviously, when you hire an employee, for that employee, automatically user account will be created, okay? And add the role for that employee. So which role you want to give the permission? They should create suppliers. It's very common, right? Every company will have some thousands of suppliers, thousands of customers, thousands of employees. This all right. Now client is asking, give the permission for that employee to create supplier, supplier address, supplier site, supplier contacts, all the information. So that employee will log in and go for create supplier data model. And I want to build some reports, okay, for that supplier. Then you should know how to write a query, right? You should know how to write a query for that. Means you should know the table names. So just write a simple query, get supplier details. Where do you see supplier information? Where do you see supplier sites information? This all here. Yeah. Now I'm going ahead. So hiring an employee. Go to setup and maintenance. Go to setup and maintenance here. And then go to financials or procurement or order management or supply chain management, anywhere, no problem. There is a task, manage user. Manage user means indirectly hiring employee. Go to the task, manage user. Manage users. What is the employee name? Name of the employee. Let's say employee name is Rajan Bhatnagar. Mr. Rajan Bhatnagar, rajan@pwc.com. When employee joined in the company, January 1st, 2026, joining date. What is the username you wanted to allocate for this employee? Rajan123. Rajan123 is the username we wanted to go for allocate for this employee. Username is already available. You can link existing usernames to your employee, no problem. Why employees are required username? Because they have to log in and start work, right? That's why. For example, you got a job as a supervisor in some manufacturing company. You'll go for join in the company. First day, they'll take all your details. Then they'll give you the email ID. Then they will give you the username and password for some softwares. Okay, then you have to enter that username and password and start doing day-to-day activities. Right? That's what username. Every employee required username and password. Some employees may not be required. For example, security guard is there. He's also employee of the company, but he won't log in and do some transactions, right? He's just taking care of the security. So he's employee, company employee only, right? There are some hospitality employees. They don't need usernames and all, right? They are employees. They are working for our company. We pay salaries to them, but we don't give any access to them, right? Like that. So we required access to the employees whoever required this application access. And employee, yes. And system is asking for which company. What is your company name of the company? So I'm putting that US1 legal entity branch. Which branch is working? US1 business. Legal employer indirectly company. Legal employer means indirectly your company. Business unit is nothing but indirectly branch. Indirectly branch. That is what we call it as business unit. Legal employer and business unit. You can also fill you recruited this employee for which job. Okay. Let's say you have recruited for buyer job. What is the grade? So grade. For which department? Procurement department. Which location? New York. Yeah. How about lady email stuff? Who is the manager? Not mandatory, but if you want to set up that, you can go for specific. Michael. So this is how we can go for hire an employee and set up the username for employee and go for employment details. Let's go for save and close. So we have hired an employee successfully. And also we created username. We also created username successfully. Okay, one employee will do like this. My client is telling that I have 20,000 employees. 20,000 employees. What do we do? We have to load. Right? It was also technical job. Data migration. How will you load the data? How will you extract the data? Excuse me. How will you integrate the data? Okay. So those all comes under integration. We'll be discussing that next level. This is what employee update we have done. You want to make some changes here? Yes, you can do it from here. Again, open this. So what we have done, we hired an employee and then we created a user account for the employee. That's fine. Next. Next, we are going ahead. Add the roles to this particular employee. Whatever the username is there for that. You must know which role is required for supplier creation, which role is required for customer creation, which role is required for invoice creation. Yes, that is important. We call it as security role management. It's part of our syllabus. Very important in the interviews as well as in the project. Go to tools menu, security console. Just now we have seen, right? Security console. And we created one user account also, Ravi Shankar. But right now I don't need to create again user account. Already user account created. What name I given? Rajan123. Already I created. Right. So I hired an employee. While hiring an employee, I specified clearly this is what the username should create. So we have to just search. We have to search. This is what username, email ID, status, user account is not locked. I'm going to reset the password. Reset password. Okay. Set the password. Okay. Password must match the new password. What happened? I think I have entered wrong password. Reset password. Yeah. We can see that employee name here, employee number, manager, job, business unit, department, whatever the data we entered, and this is the username. It is active status. So I want to give the permission, nothing but we want to add the roles. So basically, Mr. Rajan is employee, right? So basic role we have to add first. What is that employee role? What employee role will give the permission just to verify your employee details? That's all. So you can log in, you can check your pay slips, you can check your manager details and who are reporting to you, the details all you can find. Okay, next. If you want to create supplier, there is a role called supplier manager. Supplier manager role we have to assign. What is the purpose of supplier manager role? It is used to create the supplier. It is used to create the supplier. Supplier you want to create. Supplier address. Okay. Then supplier contacts, all this. After that, you want to write a query also. You want to write a query. If you want to write the queries, you need to add another role, IT security manager. Then only you can write the queries. So whenever you want to perform some task, you should be very clear about that particular roles. Okay. Employee role is basically to access self-information. That's all. But a current assignment doesn't require that. But anyway, every employee must to have the basic employee role. That is required for everybody. And this we have added to create supplier, modify the supplier like that. And this is, you want to write the query tables and other information. That's why we give an IT security manager. And go for save and close. Click done button. Now Mr. Rajan can log in and he can create suppliers. Okay. Now Mr. Rajan can log into the applications. He can check the self information. Employee is basically employee self-service. This is self-service. Employee can access self-information. You can manage all the supplier details, supplier creation, supplier modifications. This all things can be done. And you can access to the reporting environment, IT security manager. You can start writing the queries and you can build the reporting also. Yeah. So click done button. Let me log out from the current login. Mr. Ravi is going to log out. Rajan is going to log in. Rajan, 1, 2, 3. Enter the password. As soon as we log into the applications here, first we have to verify the roles has been applied for your username or not. Roles are applied for your username or not. I see that username here. This is current Rajan Bhatnagar. Go to Navigator. No roles are not applied. I don't see the employee role. 3 roles we added, right? 3 roles we added. But I don't see employee role here. I don't see supplier manager role. And also I don't see the security. Security also is not. Sometimes it takes. Sometimes immediately it will be updated. Sometimes it required a couple of minutes time. I'll just log in once again. The previous user, it's got immediately. For this user, it's taking because employee, right? Employee user account. It needs some time. There is one process. Let me submit that process. Scheduled process. Go to setup and maintenance. I'm running one process, LDAP process here. Yeah. It will synchronize the user details and roles information. Rajan 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Now we got roles. Okay. Go to Navigator. We added 3 roles, right? First, we will see all the roles has been applied or not. This is employee role. Employee self-service. You can access your role here. It is employee role, employee self-service. Okay. Next. Here you can find your supplier manager procurement. Supplier manager role, you can see that procurement here. And then you will find tools menu, security console. Here is IT security manager. Here is IT security manager. Okay. So employee role is anyway, it is if you want to verify your personal information, you want to check your slips, you want to apply for a leave, you want to update your performance details, you want to update any journey details, your company benefit plans. Okay. And these all things will be there. And here is a procurement. Right now, what you want to do? You want to create a supplier. Go to suppliers. Go to supplier. Now go to task list here. Create supplier. Here we enter the supplier details. So I'm going to enter the supplier name as Fluke Corporation. Fluke Corporation. It's a spend authorized supplier corporation and United States country. And then create supplier. Every supplier will have some address and some branches. We call it as sites. They will be supplying some goods, services, right? So whenever we are doing some business, we need mainly three people: supplier required, customer required, employee also required. These three people are very important. If I want to supply some material, first I have to buy the material, right? Once we buy the material, some of the material directly we will supply. Some of the material we will assemble and supply. Some of the material we will manufacture and then we will go for supply. Supply means sales. Okay. So right now supplier is created successfully. Then we are going for address. Supplier address. I'm creating the supplier address here. Let me enter. It is there in US, New York City. I'm going to enter.
Hi. Can I ask you two questions just to keep it interactive?
Go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah. So only in a procurement module, you create a supplier and use it in inventory and contracts and other modules. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
So here, Fluke Corporation, they're selling that Fluke New York address, United States, New York address 12200. And this address is for ordering the goods, remittance, for submitting the bidding, request for quotations and all. Client will give all these details. Just we have to enable phone number, fax, email ID, in active status. After some time you want to remove, we don't delete, but we will make it as inactive. We'll make it as inactive. One supplier can have either one address or multiple addresses. And then sites. Save and close. Then we are going for sites information. And go to sites tab here. You got a message here. You can create a site only if you are a procurement agent. You are an employee. You are not a procurement agent. Means you are not a buyer. So you can see that plus symbol is disabled. So you are not a buyer. What we have to do, we have to make Mr. Rajan is a buyer. That's what we have to do. Let me do that. Simple setup, buyer setup. Now log in as implementation user, indirectly admin user. Go to setup and maintenance. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make this employee is a buyer. Go to procurement module. It's very simple setup. Procurement agent. Starts with agent word. That's fine. Procurement agent. Who is that person? Mr. Rajan Bhatnagar. Is working for US 1 business unit. Rajan Bhatnagar. Yeah. And here I can find status, manage suppliers, enable. So we are giving the permission for Rajan Bhatnagar, saying that, okay, go ahead for creating the suppliers and as well as the sites also, both. Simple setup. Just log out. Now Mr. Rajan is going to log in. Rajan 123. Go to navigator, procurement, suppliers. We'll be discussing step by step when we are in training. So don't worry about that. If I get error, or if I'm not able to do, how can I find immediately? Okay, this guy is not buyer. Enable it as buyer and all. It will come when we are learning in the training. Don't worry about that. As it is a demo session, I'm just going ahead with the topic straight away. Okay. So I don't need to create supplier. Already supplier I have created. While creating the site, system stopped me that if you are a buyer, then only you can create a site. That's to manage suppliers. And what is the username? Sorry, supplier name, Fluke Corporation. Fluke Corporation, edit. Supplier already created. We already created address also. While creating site, we got problem. Now we don't get any issue. See, we got enable. Right. Let me create supplier site. So we have to just choose the site is nothing but a branch. So if someone comes to your company, will supply zones or raw material. Okay. What is your company name? Address. Your company established, turnover, employees, how many branches. Like this, we will take the information, right? That's what this site name. And this is for purchasing. After purchasing, payment also we have to do, right? Payment. Then we have to sign this site assignment. Go to site assignment. Assign to the branch. Whatever the branch we are working, that we have to go for us. This is how we will go for create a site. When you are a procurement agent, yes, you can do. Now it's showing some warning message here saying that you don't have contact. Contact means, for example, if our company decided to buy some material from this branch, from New York branch, whom I have to contact? I need phone number, right? I need employee name, designation, their fax number, their email ID. This communication is required. Otherwise, how I can communicate with the suppliers? Let's say next week I need some material. There are 30 people who are ready to supply that material. I want to send a notification to all those people. How I will communicate, right? We need a contact information. This contact details has to be maintained. So I'm going to mention that here. Rajesh Gupta is going to be our sales manager in this company. Sales manager in this company. And address, it belongs to this one, address. And create a user account also for supplier, so that supplier also can log in and check this. Email ID is mandatory for this user account. Email ID is required here. Rajesh.@gmail. This is how we will go for create the supplier. Supplier address, supplier site assignment, supplier contact. This is all information we have maintained successfully. Okay. Now I wanted to check whether this data is available in the tables, right? That is our next task. We want to write a simple query. So we hired employee. We given the roles to the employee saying that yes, you can create supplier, provided application access, created supplier sites and everything. Now I'm going to write a simple query to get the supplier information. Okay. So here, whatever we have done right now, it is actually functional task. Creating suppliers, address, site assignment, contacts, supplier product service. These all are functional. Then what is technical? Then why we are learning this is, client will ask you, can we build one BI report related to supplier? Can you build one dashboard related to supplier? Can you load some 10,000 suppliers data? I'll give you 10 supplier data. Can you go for load it? I wanted to exchange the supplier information to some legacy system. Some other application your client is using. As soon as supplier is created here, immediately we want to exchange the data to some other system. Okay, this is all our technical tasks. If when you join in the company and you know how to load the data, but you don't know how to create supplier, then it will be very difficult for testing, right? So once you load the supplier data, you must test it whether it is loaded successfully or not. And when I say supplier data, what information should exist? Supplier address, supplier site assignment, supplier contact. This entire data model we should be having clarity, right? That's why we will learn from the front end. Otherwise, supplier creating is purely setup of functional. Buyer setup, supplier setup, these all are functional related. But still we will see one sample data, how to do it from the front end. Because do any of this technical work, you build the reports, you build the dashboard, you load the data, you extract the data, you develop integration, you do any technical term. If you want to do that work, first you should have an idea. For example, I'll ask you, can you start develop one report for the credit memo details? I want to know what are all the credit memos are created in the last week. You should be very clear first, what is credit memo, how to create that, what information will be entered in that. Then you can write query and then build the report. And then you can create some sample records, 10, 15 credit memos you can create. Some of the credit memos you will cancel it. And then you will try to run the report. Once you run the report, then you will see the output and you can test it. That's why we are going to learn the functional also, the business flows. That's what we call it as procure to pay cycle as well as order to cash cycle. It's combination of finance and supply chain management. So these two cycles are very important. It is a combination of finance and supply chain management. To do any technical work, finally we have to test. Without testing, can I deliver my component to my manager or to reporting person to whom I am going to give report? Not right. You build any technical work, finally you have to test it. If you want to test, you should have some basic functional knowledge, right? Which role is required, how to create, okay, like this. Then we can easily test and deliver the components, right? Now we are going for writing the query. Go to navigator, tools menu, reports and analytics is the place where we can check our reports and analytics. Here I can browse catalog. Now we are entering into the reporting environment. Here we can build the queries. We can go for writing the reports and dashboards, analysis, all these things can be done. Okay. So this user does not have to write the query. Yeah. Here still that privilege is not started. Okay. So I can show you here. There is another tool also here also. OZ suppliers, order by, creation date, descending order. Simple.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. Sir, which editor you are using, sir, to extract the data for supplier?
We can use BI report editor, or we can also use some third-party tools. This is one of the third-party tools.
We can use Toad as well?
No, we don't have. Toad is not there. Toad we cannot use that here.
Okay, sir.
So we created supplier here. OZ suppliers. This is what the supplier name we created. Operation supplier. has created the supplier version 123, right? I want to know that username created by version 123 has created this. Okay. So this is basic SQL is required. How to do that, how we can go ahead with performance. Yeah. It's clear, everybody. Any doubts here now? We'll be using multiple tools like BI report tools as well as this one also, both. We'll see. This is very important. BI reports, OTBA dashboards, analysis. We will develop, customize, how we will migrate is all we will be working. Yeah.
Sir, in a real time, as this tool will be there or no? We need to be
It will be
installed
there.
this.
It will be there. This is more flexible, simple, no change. This tool,
Okay.
some clients will use, some clients will not use, but this is okay. This is always, we will be doing here only. As I said, it's taking time, I written here.
Okay, sir.
Yes. So this is an assignment related for, this is an assignment related for our reports point of view, Fusion Technical. So if you are able to learn, or if you are able to understand this, what we have done, then you are 100% eligible to learn the Fusion Technical course. We have done, of course, maximum work today. So very heavy assignment we have done. So it's okay. Here it is. Okay.
Sir,
So
can you please share the syllabus with us, please?
you can communicate with our admin. They will share it. I don't have the permission to do that. Always admin number is there. They will be sharing.
Okay,
This
sir.
number
Thank you.
is WhatsApp them. So tomorrow will be our final demo session. Tomorrow will be the third demo session. We are going to discuss tomorrow how we can develop one integration. What are all the different topics we are going to learn in the integration. So if you are able to understand tomorrow's session integration, then this particular course, because many people, I don't know the coding, how I can write. So if you are able to understand this demo, what we are doing, just go through again, it will be uploaded in YouTube. So go through, then if you are able to do, yes, we can do it here. Okay.
Sir, this recorded sessions you are going to share with us?
Already it is there in YouTube channel. Yesterday's session is already there in our RTL online trainings and placements. You can subscribe for this channel. You'll be always getting the latest updates. I will also upload now the second demo immediately after the session.
Okay, sir. The whole course videos will be shared over here.
You want me to share whole course in the YouTube?
No, no, ma'am. No, sir. I'm asking to share with us recording sessions or not.
Yes, recording sessions will be shared in the drive. Here it will be shared.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys. Let's see you tomorrow.
Sir, can I know that PLSQL utilize here or not?
Very less. Very less. Mainly SQL.
So in this syllabus, it is cover PLSQL?
We cover basics. We cover basics. Just for my.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, fine, guys. Thank you. Let's see you tomorrow. Same time, same meeting ID. Yeah.
I just have a small question.
Yeah.
So the standard set of tables in EBS and Fusion will totally differ, right?
EBS tables around 80%, 20% are different.
Okay.
Yeah. And we treat that everybody is new to this ERP. Some people are from EBS ERP, some people are from Microsoft ERPs or PeopleSoft or some other ERP application. But we treat that everybody is new to the ERP, everybody is a fresher, everyone does not have any experience in the IT industry, especially in the ERP software. Right from the scratch, we will start and we will reach up to the experience level of 6 years.
Okay. One more small question. So,
Go ahead. I'm sorry, your voice is not audible.
Sorry, there's network issue. I'll just connect it.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Aryasan. Actually, I have a question. Do we get any credentials for learning more
Yeah.
this
I said
application?
that, right? I said once you enroll into this particular, batch, Fusion Technical credentials means Fusion Technical server access. We will give it for 1 year, and OIC server access we will give it for 3 months.
3 months.
And AI Agent Studio also 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll get access for all the recordings also, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Sir, just I want to know that OIC is the role of the technical?
Yeah, it is mandatory. Integration. Without integration, only if we learn Fusion Technical, I don't think so we can get more
So
opportunities.
what is the difference between Fusion Technical and OIC Technical?
It's very simple. Fusion Technical is one of the ERP application, right? It is one of the product. Okay. Your client might be using multiple softwares. Okay. Maybe they use SAP or Microsoft or ServiceNow or Workday or some other tools. They want to exchange the information between one application to another application. That time we require integration tools. So OIC is another integration tool. Okay. It's not part of Fusion. It's one of the tool. So why we required this integration purpose? Tomorrow you will be knowing more which scenario we go for OIC tool and all. Yeah.
As you mentioned, this is a completely technical course, so at least like a 20 to 30% functional also will be covered, right?
20 to 30%, yes. Just now we have discussed, right? 2 cycles, procure to pay and order to cash.
Okay.
Hello, my name
Yes.
is Peter.
Yeah.
I learned that we can get the recordings from YouTube. I know about the first demo session, but are we able to go through this second demo session again from the YouTube, or how do
Second
get
demo you
access?
can see, yeah. After this class, I'll be uploading second demo here, and tomorrow demo session also you will find. Total 3 demos you will find here. From Thursday onwards, regular classes. So
Okay.
that you will be sharing for the people who has enrolled into the batch through the drive.
Okay. So from Thursday we are starting the course fully.
Yeah, it's regular classes from.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Fine. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Let's see you tomorrow on the same time and same meeting.